Hello, members of the Supreme Court Committee. My name is Angela Davis, and I am a graduate social work student of the University of New England. I thank you for your opportunity to be before the Supreme Court to discuss the United States abortion policy. I am pleased to appear before you today to present you the United States abortion policy. The Supreme Court passed the Roe v. Wade Act of 1973 and shortly after Doe v. Baum of 1973. These laws gave women and their doctors the power to choose if they should abort an unborn fetus up to the end of the first trimester. I am grateful for the Supreme Court Committee in 1973 for giving women power over their bodies and what is best for their lives, and allowing doctors and their staff to provide a safe environment to have abortion procedures. Before the Roe v. Wade Act, women were risking their lives to have illegal abortions. In 1930, abortion was listed as an official cause of death for almost 2,700 women. Nearly one-fifth, 18% of maternal deaths were recorded in the year. Connecticut passed the first anti-abortion law in 1821. Women were risking their lives to have abortion procedures. When women were risking their lives to have illegal abortions in 1967, researchers confirmed that this entire estimate by exploiting data from a randomized response survey conducted in North Carolina. They concluded that a total of 800,000 induced, mostly illegal abortions were performed each year. Deaths from legal abortions declined fivefold between 1973 and 1985, from 3.3 deaths to 0.4 deaths, 100,000 procedures, reflecting increased physicians' education and skills improvements in medical terminology, and notably the early termination of pregnancies. Trends in the mortality and morbidity of women. Although abortion is legal in the United States, the topic of abortion is still controversial. The pro-life movement is against legalization of abortion. In 1967, pro-life movement was formed from the belief of Catholic Church members whose occupations were doctors, nurses, and lawyers. The National Right to Life Committee, the National Right of Life Committee views as sinful, harmful to the woman's body and mental health, with no exception of how the child was conceived. The latest debate on abortion is the Alabama Abortion Amendment signed by the Governor Kay Ivey. This bill reverses the Roe v. Wade Act by banning most of abortions with limited exceptions. The Alabama abortion law wants to consider a fetus a human at the first sign of a heartbeat, which can be detected early at 6 weeks of pregnancy. Most women don't show signs of pregnancy at 6 weeks. The Alabama abortion law is an unfair advantage for mothers because the law does not allow mothers enough time to decide on their fertility. Exceptions like women having conceived a child from rape or incest is not mentioned in the Alabama abortion law. Doctors can be fined and put in prison in Alabama if they perform an abortion procedure. The pro-life movement wants to give human rights to the fetus while denying the mother of the unborn fetus her right to choose what's best for her body and mental health. I'm not stating I agree with all terms of abortion, but exceptions such as incest, rape, and health of a mother and child should be taken into consideration in the abortion ban. A national probability sample of 4,008 adult Americans women took part in a 3-year longitude survey that assessed the prevalence and incidence of rape and related physical and mental health outcomes. A total of 32.4% of these victims did not discover they were pregnant until they had already entered their second trimester. Women who conceive a child from rape or incest could have short or long-term mental issues such as PTSD from trauma of being raped. To force a woman to be reminded of the trauma of being raped by forcing a pregnancy is inhumane. I ask that the Supreme Court to declare Alabama abortion unconstitutional until they consider exception of rape, incest, and potential medical fatalities of both mother and child. If the Supreme passes the Alabama abortion ban, I'm afraid women will seek abortions illegally and jeopardize their life. I thank the Supreme Court committee for your time.